Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to this very first broadcast of your Wealth Class on Lagos Television in the year of our Lord 2019. So, at that, I say a very big Happy New Year to you. And I wish every one of you an extremely bullish 2019. So, what we're going to be doing basically on this platform this afternoon is to present to you the performances of stock exchanges across the African continent, as many of them that have records that are accessible. You see, funny enough, sometimes people would say the tenure of one government or the other is good or favorable to the economy of a country like Nigeria or not. This is an election year. As a matter of fact, in a couple of weeks from now, elections will be held across the country. And so it is very easy for someone, and this is what I've heard, that so tenor was good for the market or not. We're going to be looking at that basically today, between 2015 and 2018, yearly basis, year on year. How has the market performed? We're going to be looking at that. You see, Aruna Kebira is already in the house, and this is very common with him. When he says figures don't have emotion, and so we're not just going to be telling you that this tenor is favorable or that this tenor is not favorable. We're going to be showing you the figures, and on your own, you will be able to arrive at a conclusion. And much more, we are going to be presenting to you the monthly performances of the All-Share Index of the Nigerian Stock Exchange between January to December of 2018. The essence of looking at the past is to be able to forecast the future. And so with Arena, we would be looking at the opportunities that 2009 portends for the Nigerian equity market. And at that, we'll be looking at equities you should be looking at possibly from the beginning of this year. And you know that this year started last week. Of course, we are just seeing today. And so we're going to be looking at what happened on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange last week, what had happened so far so good today. Because as at the time the market opened this morning, virtually all the key indicators were in the green. But as we speak now, shortly before I began to present, the key indicators are already in the red, and that suggests that maybe one of those major equities, that is equities with weight on the index, are currently experiencing profit taking by bargain hunters. You know, yes, this is an election year, and like I said earlier, in a couple of weeks, elections will be held all over the country. And as we speak, beginning from last year, what had more or less precipitated the performances or motivated the activities on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, particularly in more of sales than purchases, is the fears as to what is going to be in the 2009 elections. But for goodness sake, a couple of weeks to the elections, we have not begun to hear that they are cutting their heads there, they are cutting their necks there, they are cutting their hands there. So I believe very firmly that the elections 2019 will come and they will go, like the one we saw in 2003, the one we saw 2007, the one we saw 2011, and the one we saw 2015. I was also trying to even look at the performances of the market in every election year, but rather, unfortunately, I was not able to conclude the collation of the data and the analysis before I have to set out. But you can be rest assured that this would be on this platform next week by the grace of God, and on the pages of Stockswatch Weekly newspaper next Monday. Please, this week, Stockswatch Weekly newspaper is not going to be on the vendors because we just resumed today, and so we're going to be spending the rest of the week to collate our materials, do our analysis, but the newspaper definitely will be on vendors nationwide from next week, Monday, by the grace of God. But everything we're going to be doing here today, much later today, you can get on the website www.stocksng.com, STOCKSNG as in Nigeria.com. And I'm also very sure that if you just log on to the Facebook page of Lagos Television, you are also going to have access to this. And so straight, I go on a very short break now. When I resume, I will be taking you through the performances of equities across the African continent for 2019. I will be right back. Don't change this television channel.